going on? How y'all doing? This video gonna be about Terrell Owens and Donovan McNabb, two former Philadelphia Eagle teammates who lost a Super Bowl to the New England Patriots. It's been almost 20 years ago, but in the Super Bowl, T.O. was on one leg and played better than anybody I saw on the field that day. On one leg, he showed what could have been, but they've been having a running beef for years. Um, Donovan McNabb has said that T.O. underperformed and took shots at him. And T.O. said that McNabb was phony still, and that also that he threw up in the huddle. Now, I remember watching that Super Bowl, and Donovan McNabb definitely acted like he was off. And they say he was reportedly drunk the night before the Super Bowl. I like both players in different ways. I think T.O., though, is one of the greatest receivers ever. Top 3, 4, 5 ever. And one of the most talented, etc. He wasn't always easy, probably some cats to digest, but he could ball when he was on. And what he did in that Super Bowl on one leg, only other person I seen on one leg perform like that, and it wasn't another sport, was Isaiah Thomas in the '88 finals against the Lakers. And those guys are freaks of nature. That ain't the norm. That ain't the norm. Donovan McNabb, I like, but he's in that really to very good quarterback. Not quite Hall of Fame, but one of those guys that he had toughness and he came up, he did all right. Just never had that next gear. And that's the one thing that hurt him. But he was successful in Philadelphia, he had good strong runs. I think they both being petty, and I think they both reaching and grasping the stuff that's water under the bridge long ago. However, if I was, you always got to come down to one person if you were going to side with him. I would side with Terrell Owens. I think Donovan McNabb, he looked off in the Super Bowl. He looked off in the Super Bowl. It was because T.O. put on one of the greatest shows ever in a Super Bowl performance that it was justifiable. And they could have probably won that game, but McNabb could have gone back and hit a pass deep with him because T.O. was not being stopped. And this was on one leg. Sports feuds are long and known, and sometimes, obviously, Shaq and Kobe pass things up over time. Some things do, some don't. Ego plays a big part. Cats trying to be alphas, all that comes into play. But I do believe T.O. in this regard. I watched that Super Bowl, and McNabb looked like he was a step off. He looked sluggish, and something wasn't right. It wasn't football nerves. It looked like a ball or something. I don't know, but it just looked like it was off, though. But it's sad to see that they still in this thing almost 20 years later. Like, yo, y'all got to get on from that. But cats will fight over the most ridiculous things and still make a stink or something when it's not really relevant. And it's not really relevant now because that game can't come back. And, but you can still say what you want to say. But I just think that Donovan need to chill because he's had a lot of post-football situations, which he needs to keep himself clear. T.O. is just defend himself. And he get personal, but again, I think they both took some interesting shots at one another, but I think that the eye test in that Super Bowl, it wasn't on T.O. He balled in that Super Bowl. And that's the last thing to remember. Now, what he happened the next season with the sit-ups outside the driveway and the antics, which subsequently got him out of it and everything like that, that was on him. But during that Super Bowl and that year, let's be realistic. Donovan can pop off and say, well, we did good without him, whatnot. He was a big integral part. Stop fooling yourself. When you got one of the top 3 to 4 to 5 greatest receivers ever, I'm not just talking about that time, I'm talking about ever. Don't play him off like a sack of groceries, like a sack loaf of bread that was just a spare great value deal. So anyway, that's my thoughts and takes about the Terrell Owens, Donovan McNabb feud that's still going on. Brothers, I need to come together. Need some divine intervention. Anyway, hit that like, hit that subscribe, wash your hands, keep your mind clear, watch out for another, and feud time is up. Y'all cats gotta come to something more important. I'm out.